Hello, my name is Ryan Harper, and today I'm going to be speaking with Tryon Palace's Matthew Arthur about the upcoming July the 4th event. So let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Matt Arthur. I'm the Living History Program Coordinator, which means that I kind of oversee the docents that give the tours. I teach people how to do period skills, crafts, and things like that. I write the scripts for programs that we do, and sometimes I actually get to dress up and pretend to be dead people. Well, I am a North Carolinian born and bred. I am a I was born here in New Bern. My family's been here for a while. My There's actually the first Arthur shows up in 1713 in New Bern. I was born in New Bern. We lived in High Point for a while, and then we moved back when I was in high school, and pretty much been here ever since. And I've been at the Palace for 14 years now. Well, Tryon Palace is the reconstruction of the 18th century's governor's mansion. So we are able to talk about North Carolina history from before we were a state. We were also the first state capital, so we get to talk about North Carolina as a state starting out and all the various people who made New Bern and North Carolina their home because we were a port. We have a bunch of influences coming in from outside of New Bern and the area. So it's a place with a lot of diversity and a lot of history to share, and that history belongs to everybody who calls North Carolina home. So if you're going to stop by on a regular day as a tourist, you can come and have a guided tour of the governor's palace. We have guided tours. Yes, the building's reconstructed, but we have period artifacts that are inside. Find out about the lives of the people who called the palace home. You can go into the kitchen office and see 18th century food being prepared 6 days a week. We don't cook on Sundays, but every other day we're doing a period recipe. That might be food, that might be medicine, because in the 18th century, when you're not feeling well, the first place you go is the kitchen, and a lot of period cookbooks have medicinal recipes in them. And that's also where some of the servants called home and lived, so we have some bedchambers for that. You can tour the wonderful gardens that we have, including the kitchen garden, and we use produce from the kitchen garden in the recipes that we prepare. We have a interpretive camp, and you can get some ideas about what life as a Revolutionary War era soldier was like. And we have the North Carolina History Center, which has some traditional museum galleries, and then also has the Pepsi Portal to History, which we can send you back to 1835, and using kind of some tech allow you to kind of visit and learn a little bit more about New Bern in the Jacksonian era. Well, for July 4th, the grounds are going to be open free. And we have some special stuff going on between 9 and noon that day. So at 10 o'clock, we will have the first regiment of the first North Carolina Regiment of the Continental Line, which is a reenactment group that we have that portrays Revolutionary War era soldiers. They, our fife and drum corps, will parade to the south lawn of the palace, and I will be doing a reading of the Declaration of Independence from the South Steps. After I get done with that, the Fife and Drum Corps is going to have a concert, and then the first will have a musket firing demonstration. Later in the day, there will be another musket firing demonstration around 11:30 by the first, but we'll also have the interpretive camp open so that you can visit and again see some military life aspects. The grounds will be open, so come and enjoy the gardens. We will also, if you want to purchase a ticket to see what the inside of the palace is like, you can certainly do that then as well. So it's a kind of celebration of our early history, and a day where we gained independence from Great Britain. We're just excited to see people coming in. When we do the reading of the Declaration, we also do a land acknowledgement. And kind of before we read it, we help have a paragraph or so that we kind of share how to understand the Declaration in New Bern in the context of the time. This is one of those things where 1776, July 4th in New Bern was a normal day because no one would have had a chance to know that the Declaration was being signed. It becomes a bigger thing as the war goes on and after the war. And so we're kind of focusing on that and who made up New Bern then. And we even have some wandering interpreters to talk about some of the different viewpoints, because not everybody was all for breaking free from Great Britain. There were loyalists, people who weren't decided. Just like there are people who hold a lot of really different ideas politically today, the same is true back then. And I think it's really important to experience that and understand that even though we are, about 250 years separated, humans are humans, people are people, and there's a lot of things that are the same. Well, the main address that we use is 529 South Front Street here in New Bern, and that will take you to the North Carolina History Center. But we're also, everyone will be able to point you to the main gates to be able to get in and enjoy all the festivities on the palace grounds proper.